Hello and welcome to my weekly polls for the week of February 25th, 2026. Today I actually picked out something that wasn't in my poll list, and that's what we're going to talk about here first. Uh, I liked the last Iron Man series. I didn't really hit any of the Iron and Frost stuff, but I saw that my local comic shop had both this week's and last week's Iron Man issues in stock, so I decided I'll pick them up and we'll see what this Iron Man series is doing, because I enjoy me an Iron Man as much as anybody, and pretty good. First issue was kind of run of the mill. I do like Madam Mask. I do like the premise of them trying to kind of recreate a Tony Stark and what made him Iron Man, uh, based off of something that is revealed Tony to have said to I believe her name is Whitney, Madam Mask, in the past, during one of their little trysts together. Um, Other than that, we've got some good stuff that I'm hoping gets paid off. We've got some of the heroes are like wary of Tony right now. Whether that be because of something he did, or maybe they're worried that he's burning himself at both ends, or he's gonna go back to some of the other you know times that he's been super stressed and caused some problems for people. Uh, Especially because Civil War is explicitly mentioned in, I believe, issue one. Um, so we'll see where it goes. Also, we get Pepper back, which is great. Yeah, I'm interested. I added it to my pool list, so we're getting more of it. But in the meantime, let's talk about issue two real quick. I like this one better than I like issue one. I think it's a little bit more in depth and a little bit more interesting. Uh, this is, I think, where we get the bulk of the kind of narrative start for this whole thing. This the real kickoff point. Like, starting gun is fired. We're running now, and I'm, like I said, I'm really interested in where this is going. I hope it continues like this. Um, Something about this Iron Man series is I don't really care for the armor. We see the Mysterium armor in issue one, and then he switches to new armor for this series. Fuck if I remember what number it is, but it's just really generic. And I know they released some images of it a while back, and it's like the silhouette is like it's just an MCU suit. And it's got differences in the comic, and art styles are art styles, and it's definitely better than those original um like model sheets presented it as. But I still think it's really generic, and I wish we got more kind of unique shapes in it again. But that's not the biggest deal in the world. He'll have this on max a year before an artist wants to give him a new one. So we'll see how that goes. That kind of closes out our little Marvel section. We go on to Absolute Martian Manhunter. I think the best superhero comic book being published right now. I do not think it is, actually. There are comics, and we'll talk about a little bit, that I really enjoy. But Absolute Martian Manhunter, one of those like once in a generation books that knows its medium, knows exactly what it wants to do. Story and the artist are all fucking melded together like telepathically. Know exactly what needs to. It's just hitting everything. So it's doing everything perfectly. It is fantastic. We got some Like this issue is dealing a lot with like paranoia and kind of isolation from Martian by John. Now he's got this new thing in his head that's really pulling out like all the worst things and showing him images of people saying things that they're not intending. He also learns that the White Martian is with his son and influencing people that way, and so he's kind of getting burned at all ends while the Martian is being like, I don't know. It's really hard to describe a lot of like the book where they're dissecting him, but it's like, but he's not like a thing. It's all like ideas and concepts being spotted. Really interesting, fantastic. You have not been up Absolute Martian Manhunter because you think it looked weird, or you just superhero stuff. Pick it up. Swear to God, pick it up. Best superhero book being published right now. Best book I pick up. The time it comes out, I think will be remembered as one of the best DC books ever published. As long as they keep going as they have. God, I'd take a one dive off a building if they really just walk to the end. But I guess enough glazing Absolute Martian Man. Now we have Absolute Wonder Woman 17, I believe. Absolute Martian Manhunter was 9. Absolute Wonder Woman 17. Honestly, it's Absolute Wonder Woman. Great, it's fantastic. Great. We're dealing more with this Hannah. Reading backwards is always a struggle, but and doing a lot of interesting. We've got Giganta and Cheetah and I believe they called her Ada, a mer woman person. Then into this issue, we got the absolute version of Tara. Super interesting. To be like almost pure magic at this point. Super interesting what they're gonna try and do with him and on a meeting. Wonder Woman and Zatanna are gonna have to team up to put him back wherever, like locking him up or maybe killing him or some other creative solution to the with their combined magics. Um, yeah. Otherwise, it's good. A lot of this is fighting Giganta. Nice. Diana is like very obvious, like very what's the word? Very cognizant, cognizant. I don't know. You know what word I'm saying. She's very aware of she's growing with Giganta through her magic and very aware that like their fight because just their sheer size is a danger. People and have people has to kind of maneuver around with the increase in size to get somewhere she can like safely kind of subdue her. Uh, really well done and well paced and thing, but that's kind of par for the absolute Wonder Woman. Really got 1 and 2 for the absolute book. I think almost every week. Not every week. Pretty sure pretty much every time one of these books published, the other one does. That's just how the timeline lines up. But they're both fantastic. DC at the top of their game right now. Books. I'm really interested in where we're going with this absolute world, how we're going to kind of keep tying things together, and especially with the Ultimate Universe on Marvel's side ending, how long DC is going to keep this absolute. Are we going to get an eventual label? Are we going to get like a big, like battle or something, a big event, and then it's going to keep going as it's just Elseworld series? Maybe we don't have like weekly releases for Absolute, monthly releases for all books right now, rotating. Got some ensemble books, maybe something like that. But I'm really interested in where Absolute is going and what DC hope kind of do it well, because the other side of the pond is not doing it very well. They're kind of awfully. But yeah, that's about all I had to say about this week. It's a really good week overall. I recommend pretty much every single one of these books, especially if you're a fan of any of the characters. As always, these are exactly the covers that I picked up. I think the only non-variant is Iron Man number A cover. But I want to talk about these books, the other books you pick up, books I should be picking up, put down in the comments. I'd be happy to chat with you. All the normal YouTube stuff, like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Every single week, new comic books come out Wednesday. I post the Thursday after I've read and recorded. So if that's something you're interested in, keep coming back. Subscribe. If nothing else, then have a great day, evening, night, whatever it happens to be for you. Yeah, next week.